All right, it's time to begin. Welcome, everybody. So, good day and welcome to another Modena webinar event. My name is Dino Kapic, and here is my photo for those of you who need a face to the name. So, I've been working for Modena for about 4 years as an AEC applications engineer and now as a BIM manager. I have seen some amazing Autodesk platforms and features. Today, we will be guiding you through the new Autodesk Cloud Construction Platform. This will be an overview of new and impressive tools to be used and that are to come following this webinar as well. So today's webinar is entitled BIM 360 and of course, Autodesk Cloud Construction. Are they not the same? Before we dive into this webinar event, let's just go through today's agenda and what to look out for within this specific event. One, we are going to go through the context of why we are running this event for everybody attending. We are going to go through the lines of succession from cloud-based platform from the beginning all the way up to what we have now. Of course, we are also going to take a look at the noticeable differences between BIM 360 and, of course, Autodesk Cloud Construction. We are going to be discussing the unified project section in this particular session. Other platform differences include Autodesk Docs, what to expect, Collaboration Pro, Autodesk Build, and of course, the new Autodesk Takeoff. From here, we are then going to recap with a table of contents and go into our Q&A session. So let us begin with the event. Connect your workflows, teams, and data at every stage of construction. I'm sure many of you have seen this particular image now start flooding your Autodesk login sites, especially when you see the term Autodesk Cloud Construction. The idea here is we are going to bring every project team together from design to turnover on a single construction software solution. Connect your workflows and collaborate securely from a single source of truth. And that is from design to plan to build and then finally operations of the building. Now, some of you might have the question, did we not have this already with BIM 360? Surely, what is the difference between the two? And this is now where the confusion has come in. Since the release of the ACC, we've got many of these questions and we decided, you know what, it might be best that we do a live event where you can actually Q&A us on this particular platform as well. So when we speak about the lines of succession, especially when it comes to cloud-based platforms, we can recap. So there are a few of you in this audience today who have probably heard of A360 Teams. This was the then era of collaboration for Revit. Autodesk then upgraded to BIM 360 Teams for a better collaboration and more cloud-based features. With the acquisition of more powerful cloud-based software, we saw BIM 360 blooming and the passing away of A Teams and BIM Teams. So a lot of you are currently on BIM 360. You are possibly running coordination, field, design collaboration, cost, or anything else. Now, you should note the following, that none of these products really fell away. They transitioned from one to another, and then again and again. And now we have a new cloud-based platform to elevate our BIM standards even further. This being Autodesk Construction Cloud, or the ACC. Now, for those of you who are running on A360, BIM Teams, or BIM 360, these platforms will remain active for your projects that are running within those silos. Some of you are wondering, Surely these are the same things. The short answer is no. Remember, we have been here before when we transitioned from Teams to BIM 360. And we are going to be here again as we transition from BIM 360 to ACC. So let's take a look at what this successor has to provide for us. For those of you who have jumped onto ACC already, you've probably seen some noticeable differences between the two. So before I speak, let me draw a line between the two and say that these are two different platforms. It is pretty easy to see the differences between BIM 360 Hub and, of course, the ACC Hub. The ACC is more streamlined, simplistic, and easier to navigate than the BIM 360 Hub. Other differences include BIM 360 projects versus unified projects. When you click on a BIM 360 project, it will open in BIM 360. When you click on a unified project, it will open in the ACC side. There is currently no migration tool between BIM 360 and ACC, so you can't transition one project from one hub to another. Keep in mind that when you are viewing BIM 360 projects on the hub, you can only see those particular projects. Whereas with the unified ACC hub, you are able to see your BIM 360 projects as well as all brand new ACC projects. When it comes to licenses and subscriptions, BIM 360 subscriptions versus ACC ones, if you have purchased a BIM 360 project management tool, it cannot be used on the unified platform. And that goes the same for Autodesk Build. If you have purchased Autodesk Build, it cannot be used on a BIM 360 platform. So let's start talking about some of these products. Let's talk about Autodesk Docs. Autodesk Docs is similar to the BIM 360 Docs, but it has been improved upon. So features that have been improved is your document management service. This platform is now more interlinked into other services that will connect into the ACC platform. These being your Collaboration Pro, any type of model coordination, the new Takeoff from Autodesk, Autodesk Build that comes along with cost. These now interlink and integrate much better. Autodesk Docs is also easier to navigate and has become even more simplistic to use. Inside dashboard services have also been improved upon. There's an easier arrangement of overview of information. And we have an improved reporting functionality that is going to come with the feature itself. Now, when we speak about Autodesk Docs access versus the BIM 360 Docs access, take note of the following. Autodesk Docs can jump platforms and be used in the BIM 360 Docs platform. However, BIM 360 Docs cannot be used in the ACC platform. ACC Docs is a bring your own license-based subscription now. Moving on, when we talk about Autodesk Collaborates Pro, this is also similar to what you guys are used to, BIM 360 Design, and again has been improved upon. Features that have been improved here is collaboration between Revit users. So collaboration improvement for visibility on the growth of a project between all stakeholders. More extensive tools to utilize to help manage and deliver on a design. We have also seen improved features when it comes to the multi-project access. BIM 360 Collaborate Pro is great if your team uses more than one design authoring tool. And this is between Revit, Civil 3D, and Plant 3D. And even if you don't use workflows that require a common data environment or more than one design tool, it's likely that your extended project teams, or the ones that you're collaborating with, still do. Being a part of the digital project delivery means that needing the ability to review and access files, comment, co-author, and carry out change orders within the new ACC Collaboration Pro. Now, when you purchase Autodesk Collaborate Pro, there are services that are now included with the purchase. So it comes with an Autodesk Docs license. That means you can use the Autodesk Docs features. It comes with Autodesk Insight and its features. And of course, the one reason why you want to collaborate is it comes with the design collaboration license for your Revit, for Civil 3D, for Plant 3D. But there is even more to the feature now when it comes to collaboration. It comes with model coordination. So that means every designer with a Collaboration Pro license will be able now to coordinate their models against other disciplines in a project. Autodesk Build as well has been improved upon. So this is similar to what we call the BIM 360 Build platform. Features that have been improved is a new era for mobile collaboration. Field collaboration is fully integrated with data from all other construction workflows, all with the best in-class PlanGrid Build mobile experience. So those of you who have PlanGrid will see some really cool, amazing features now being brought into the Autodesk Build platform. Another improvement is sheets that have been improved. A new annotative engine delivers greater control and accuracy for markups and annotation within your platform now. And for those of you who were waiting, photos and videos are now viewable on the platform. So feature captured is now fully integrated into a key workflow, driving remote collaboration and increasing your visibility when it's on site. So you can view those videos, you can mark up on those photos. And keep in mind, there are services that are included with Autodesk Build, being Autodesk Docs and its features, Autodesk Build with its improved upon features, as well as Autodesk Cost. Now, Autodesk Cost is very similar to BIM 360 Cost, which had to be bought separate from your BIM 360 Build license. This is now all inclusive when you get one Autodesk Build. And of course, there's a completely brand new feature to follow along with the Autodesk Construction Cloud platform. And this is Autodesk Takeoff. So this new feature is an estimation software for 2D and 3D models. So those of you who come from Navisworks and utilize its estimation features can now find an improved upon Autodesk Takeoff for cloud-based estimation of other disciplines, regardless if it's a 2D drawing or a 3D model. And it's not just that you get the estimation software, but you get the services that are included with the cloud construction platform, being access to Autodesk Docs and its features, access to Autodesk Insight and its dashboarding features, as well as the estimation software or Autodesk Takeoff. So just to recap, when you subscribe to the ACC platform, keep in mind that Autodesk Build comes with Docs, Insight, Build, and Cost. And of course, there is a trial available right now if you would like to go sign up. When it comes to Autodesk Takeoff, you get access to Docs, Insight, and the Takeoff functionality. And that too comes with a trial version. For those of you who are running BIM 360 Collaboration or BIM 360 Design, you will get access to Docs, Insight, Model Coordination, and of course, Design Collaboration. And yes, there is also a trial available for this particular platform. Now, for those of you who have AEC collections, you might have seen that you automatically got access to Autodesk Docs. You will also have access to Autodesk Insight. But for those of you who are trying to do a trial, you will not be able to trial the AEC collection. So Why should you not worry about this new ACC platform? Well, one of the major questions we get is ACC won't affect current BIM 360 projects. Projects that start in ACC stay in the ACC, and the same goes for BIM 360. BIM 360 accounts and ACC accounts are the same thing in the sense of if you have a company account in BIM 360, you can use the same account in the ACC. BIM 360 account members and ACC account members are also the same thing. If you add it in BIM 360, it auto adds in ACC and vice versa. Another question we get is, do I have access to the new ACC? If you own an Autodesk AEC collection, you automatically got access. For those of you who are running BIM 360 design licenses, these auto upgraded to Collaborates Pro. So if you fall in any one of these two items, you automatically got your first access to the ACC platform. Another question that we get is, what is going to happen to BIM 360? And this is a major one because a lot of our bigger projects and current projects are on BIM 360, whether it's docs, design, build, or even coordination. So keep in mind that your BIM 360 access will remain as normal. Nothing will change. Some users will have access to more services than before. This is due to what happened with the release of the ACC. If you have noticed new services that you do not have licenses for, please do not activate them, as you can be held accountable for it. So remember, Modena is here. You can trust Modena to provide you support on all ACC platforms. And of course, we welcome all your ACC queries. If you want to call us up and discuss this new platform and any of its new changes, we welcome it. Please come talk to any one of us at Modena. We are more than happy to help. We also want you guys to look out for the following webinar events. These webinar events will discuss the new platform features like Autodesk Docs, Collaboration Pro, Takeoff, and Build. These will be deep dive webinars, so you can see the full feature length items of these services on the platform. So, are there any questions? We have Nsako here from our office as well. He's going to be discussing a few things with us. Did you find anything interesting that you saw on the webinar event?
Most definitely, there's quite a few things. I have a few questions also.
Yeah. It's quite boring. It was just really one-liners on what to expect and to come. But honestly, if you look at the overview of webinars to come, I think there might be one next week for Collaboration Pro.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to. Basically seeing how it interacts with these softwares, Plan 3D and so 3D.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go to the question board and see if anything has come up. So in the Q&A from Peter, how do I access Autodesk Docs? I am the account manager for my company, but when I go to the Autodesk.com and select Unified Projects, I only see the hub I'm a part of in BIM 360. How do I set this up? Well, Peter, if we get your information, I'd like to give you a call and we can go through this together. We can show you how to set this up. For those of you who have BIM 360 Docs licenses only, you will not have access to the new ACC, unfortunately. Another question we've got from Sako, you had one?
I had a question.
Yeah.
I basically wanted to ask, how much information can one actually pull from the ACC?
From the ACC?
Yeah.
It depends on what platform you want to run. So just like BIM 360, we had a starting point with BIM 360 Docs, which was just a document management service where we upload all our data. And then in terms of the data, you could just pull it from Docs so long as somebody provided you the license. The same works along with the ACC. The only difference now is Autodesk Docs crosses platforms, so it can go into a BIM 360 project.
The second question that I have is with regards to the software that it collaborates with, such as your, like you mentioned, Revit, and what versions of Revit are supported.
So your versioning of Revit is still the same. If you are collaborating, for example, on the new Revit 2021, other users have to be on 2021 with you. And that is because Revit does not save backwards. With that being said, you still have the ability to co-author with other collaboration softwares, like Civil 3D for your topographical surfaces, and of course, Plant 3D for all your planting requirements, whether it's tanks, pipings, fittings, requirements, whatever the case is. All right. All right, we're gonna go to Warren. He has a question for us. What does the unified projects mean? So Warren, I had the same question when this was released. What do they mean by unified? So it's a unification of all your projects between BIM 360 and of course the Autodesk Cloud Construction. If you create an ACC project and a BIM 360 project, you will be able to see them on the ACC Unified Projects platform. We've got a query from Pierre. The installation of docs raised the issue on the dialogue of a trial and active. I have an AEC suit, what's up? So Pierre, we would like to contact you. So if you would like to save us, send your contact information, we'd like to discuss why it's going into a trial and not a full version since you have an AEC collection. So it could just be how certain items were registered. We've got another one from Dario. Will these webinars be available after this event? Yes, Dario, our webinars will be available. But what I want you guys to look out for are the ones to come from our ACC platforms. So look out for the Autodesk Docs webinar, the Collaborate Pro webinar, the Build webinar, and of course, the Takeoff webinar. We've got a question from Michael. Would you like to read the question?
Actually, can't see the too far. Are there going to be more webinars that will cover different industry disciplines? Who are using the different platforms?
Okay, so Michael, there will be more, if I could say, webinars. So from our ACC side, we are planning the webinars as I mentioned before. And for those of you who are still running BIM 360 projects, we are having certain webinars from the architectural or the mechanical side that might be running design webinars, docs webinars, and workflow webinars for your interaction between Revit into the BIM platform or Revit into the ACC platform. So for the document management side of BIM or the ACC platform, what do I use? And if I don't have an AEC collection, so I highly recommend you jump onto the ACC platform. This is something I do need to fact check, but from my understanding, the BIM docs licenses might not be available and might transition into ACC licenses as they cross platforms now. But I can, confirm that. All right, we've got another one from Astrid. So let's take a look. When comparing ACC and BIM 360 hub ownership, is Autodesk following the same principle? We have had concerns in the past with BIM 360 over whether architectural professional teams or the building owner should host the hub. That's a good question. And it comes down to who wants the information or who wants to own the information. It's always best for the host to be the client. But if you want to host the data, if you feel that you want the power, my suggestion is become the owner of the hub and own the digital data that you guys are producing. So anonymous question, we have an AEC collection license. How many ACC licenses would then be available to us? Well, it depends on how many AEC collections you have. From my understanding, one AEC collection means one Autodesk Docs license. So if you've got 5, you should have access then to 5 of these items. For those of you who have not activated BIM 360, my suggestion is give Modena or give us a call to help you through that process. For those of you who have activated BIM 360, you will automatically get access to the unified project because ACC and BIM 360 stand on the same hub and share that same hub information in terms of ID and hub name. It's just that one splits off into the ACC product line and the other splits off into the BIM 360 product line. All right, I think I'm going to leave the questions there. If you guys have more questions, please do contact us. My email address for any of you who don't have it is Dino, so like the dinosaur, D-I-N-O, at modena-aec.co.za. So with that in mind, when it comes to Autodesk Cloud construction, whether you are going from design, plan, building, or operations of the building, this is the next generation of better cloud-based software from Autodesk to use. And as Jacques in our office says, this is the way. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Look out for our next webinars, and we hope to hear from you guys soon. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers.